Jahil people, they don't know about Quran and Sunnah, and their Aqidah has emerged just from India. They are having the Indian subcontinent Aqidah, and they have no Aqidah related to the Arabs. These are the Mawlid people, the celebrating the Mawlid of, and there is no reference of Mawlid in Islam and Arab world. And these are the Bidati people, and these are Jahil and ignorant and illiterate people. And you were lost. Either our youngsters were going to the wrong sides, corruption of their character, or having urge of deen, then they were being caught by some extremist people, the hardliners, the extremists, those under the name of Quran and Sunnah and Al-Khilafah and Sharia and Sunnah and various beautiful, attractive headings, attractive words and captions. On the basis of those, they were attracting the youngsters, and they were being detracted from the Aqidah. And loving Holy Prophet had become a little bit matter of complex. Adab of Holy Prophet had become a matter of complex, whether this is a true Aqidah or not. Everybody was going to be confused just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years back. Am I right or wrong? Do you certify this? Are you a witness to this reality? Just within 3 to 4, 5 years of this work, and 10 years of the work, 15 years of work, what is your state of mind now? Do you feel any complex? Are you on defensive? Are you not confident? You feel confidence. Your Aqidah is revived. Your Iman and true faith is revived. It is protected. Alhamdulillah, you have been substantiated. Now you are rich with evidences. You are rich with full confidence, full of confidence. You believe now with confidence that you are on the right track. You feel that Quran and Sunnah is with you, and you are with Quran and Sunnah. And you feel that your Aqidah is a continuity of the 14 centuries of Islam and Islamic history. And you feel that your Aqidah is not something which originated from India. Your Aqidah is the Arab Aqidah. Your Aqidah is the Makki Aqidah, is the Madani, actual Madani Aqidah. Not Makki Aqidah of this century, Makki Aqidah of the old 14 centuries. So Alhamdulillah, your confidence is revived. And now what happens? Nobody can attack on you. Other people have gone on defense. Are they using the same language as they used to use 4 or 5 years before against you? Do you remember just 5, 6 years before, 8 years before, early 90s, when I started coming here every year, and there were certain youth belonging to Hizb ut-Tahrir and Khilafah. They used to come to every lecture of mine. In London Idara, they came, you remember? They used to come in my lectures in Birmingham. They used to come in my lectures in Ashton. They used to come in lecture in Wales. They used to come directly, well equipped, and they were being sent by their leaders. Their leader at that time, whose name started from B. And now that B is not here. So the people, their leaders, used to send them with preparations, and they thought that this man with Minhajul Quran, this will change the whole atmosphere. So they started to put questions directly on me after my speech. Do you remember, some of you? And what I did when they asked me the questions, I used to call them and ask them to stand in front of the loudspeaker and say your question loudly so everybody may listen to you. And then I answered. Then we hold special sessions for them. Then I went to City University of London, I think it was King's College, where I delivered a long speech on the concept of Khilafah. And they were supposed to come there, and they asked the questions from me. And some of our daughters and sons, they never heard me before. And they loved us, and they were attached to Minhajul Quran through their parents. But they were not aware of the fact that what would be the answer, what would be the ability, how would he entertain the question, what kind of evidence could he provide. They are very, you can say, equipped and very, you can say, very severe attackers, and they are very fast people. So they were shivering in their hearts. And those who were shivering and those who were very much scary are also present at this moment in this hall. I can see them. I can name them, but I'm not naming. And one of them is my daughter-in-law, who was scary at that time, shivering inside, shivering. That, oh Almighty Allah, please help our Qaid, so that he may answer them properly. This is a very challenge, this is a very, you can say, a scary situation. So as soon as they were getting answer, alhamdulillah, they became confident. So what happened within 3 to 4 days? They ran away. And then, only then, there was a split, and then Khilafah was splitted into 2 parties. Hizb ut-Tahrir and Khilafah was splitted, and they kicked out their leader. That this was a big mistake, that you started sending us to Dr. Tahir al-Qadri's lecture. If you had not sent us there, and we had not put questions publicly to him, he would not have answered on this subject. You have exposed everything, and we are now on defense of nothing. So there may be some other reasons too, but one of the reasons was this. There was a debate inside, restlessness, confusions. So they kicked him out, there was a split, and then Al-Muhajirun was created. And that man was so under pressure that he came to me, the leader, the founder of, the then leader of Al-Khilafah, and then who became the leader of Al-Muhajirun, and the one who is not here. So he came to me, and he announced, he was so much under pressure, and he announced his affiliation with Minhajul Quran. I am telling you this story because most of you young brothers and sisters may not be knowing this reality. They came there in Minhajul Quran and in Baqing, announced affiliation and attachment with Minhajul Quran. For 2 years he started kissing my hands and he used to say, oh my walid, oh my father. And there was another man, Mas'ari. They both used to see me and kiss my hands. But alhamdulillah, then they were neither here nor there. So this was a setback. And our youth, Lord, hundreds of our Ahlus Sunnah parents, they used to cry in front of me that we have lost our children. We were of the Aqeedah of Ahlus Sunnah, and our students, our children, they have been snatched from us. They are going in those study circles and they are involved in these matters. So alhamdulillah, within a couple of years, most of those youths came back to the right path which leads to the Gumbad-e Khadra. So alhamdulillah, Minhajul Quran has revived and protected the Aqeedah of Islam, the true Aqeedah of Islam. And now the literature which you got within these 25 years on Quran, on Sunnah, on Hadith, nobody could provide. No other organization or no other leader could provide these kind of compendiums on Hadith and Sunnah and Tasawwuf and the various aspects. Hundreds of books, now you are rich in literature. The only thing left is the more and more books to be translated into English. Now you are having an ocean of knowledge in the form of cassettes on 6,000 topics. You have the CDs and DVDs and audio and video cassettes. This is a record in the history of mankind. 6,000 to 7,000 topics. You have the lectures, the speeches, the CDs and DVDs, and hundreds of the books. So this work is the tajdeed of deen in this era, in this century, which is just being done on the platform of Minhajul Quran. And now, alhamdulillah, you are receiving the patronage